What's up? Just give me 1 second. And I'm doing something new today. I'm actually going to record this in real time as well, so that I'm able to use it later, right after this session is done. So welcome back. Today we are going to continue on our journey to build out our launch OS. We did positioning yesterday. Today we're going to hopefully conquer angles and hooks and funnel architecture. Now, a quick disclaimer, yesterday already, as we made progress with our framework, we kind of got into creating basically positioning right there, right? So this was our positioning framework. And to be honest, I didn't get time to work through the rest of it because I couldn't access these pages. And we were able to create sort of positioning ideas from here as well, which was good. But what we will also do is, of course, we'll use virtual commissions as a thing to build out positioning for that as well. So we'll continue to build out the positioning for our new launch, which is in March. But that's the positioning, and I'm just looking back at our tasks here. So give me 1 second. I've got a massive list of things that we do in a launch. Let me just open up my launch templates. There we go. So like one of the first tasks is angle and hooks for the overarching funnel. So, I mean, I'm sure you noticed this, but with the content that we created yesterday, we were able to like also capture the angles and hooks. So I'll kind of say that is done as well. But, you know, we'll kind of go with what is established, and then we'll continue to use it thereafter in our campaign as well. So let me open up another document right now. And this one will be, let's say, new virtual commissions launch OS. Okay, so this one, first we did positioning statement, so I'll put that in. And I'm going to literally now copy and paste this from here into this. But let me just go grab the AI broker position that it recommended. Okay. Let's go back all the way to the top. Last year's positioning, so this year positioning, AI service arbitrage, anti-air, so smart broker basically. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask it one more time to present me the outcome in the right way. If it didn't, just give me a second. I'm gonna grab that and I'll check YouTube as well for comments. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. I am there as well. As we get live chat, I can answer those too. Okay, so there was an anti-agency first mover service brokerage. Like this is kind of what it's saying. The underground service brokerage method. So I'm going to copy this and paste that here. Let me just see if there's something else as well that I need to use. So I'm going to just copy this for now, the mechanism and the contrast, because this will come later, of course, in the copy when we do this, but I think this is useful as well for later. But I'm just going to go back to Claude now and say, give me the AI broker method in this format. So that it's kind of like written and this is how it is every time. So we'll ask it to do that. Okay, so now it's building out the whole thing. So essentially now we have done positioning and actually we've done angles and hooks as well. So today I'm going to try and do funnel architecture and see if we're able to also do the front-end sales copy, because remember we do have a lot of those already and it's kind of already taken a stab at it, so that is pretty good. Okay, it's giving me all these things as well, which is not bad. Like it's perfectly fine, because I think this would be useful as well. I can just copy and paste this in. So give me a second. Hey Murtuza. All right, wow, it's still going. I mean, it's, again, Claude tends to over deliver in my opinion. But that is fine. I may have to change these things later when I talk to the team, like what's going to be done on each day. Okay, it's literally doing the whole thing again. So I might as well just copy this and just paste it here. Okay, I'll stick with this for now, but this is already pretty good. Oh, I don't need this stuff because I don't need the, yeah, 1 second. And again, I'm just going to pass it to my copywriter, and he can review the whole thing, and he's like, hey, I want to go back and change one thing, so we can go back and change it and restart the entire process again. So this is done pretty much now. I think again it's just repeating stuff. Then next, like I said, we look at the funnel architecture. Now the funnel architecture is an interesting one. Because typically the funnels are all quite the same. So you've got like, a front end offer, you've got an OTO one, and so on and so forth, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up, let's see if I can find the old document for virtual commissions for now. Usually we keep an internal document, but we may not have one for that time. There we go. So this is it, kind of like what the funnel would look like. Oh, this doesn't have the funnel, usually does. But that's okay. Okay, I'm going to find another one of our internal documents, let's say for Omnimint. This was the last launch that we did. So I'm going to utilize this in just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to start a new thread on Claude, and we're going to basically talk to it. Oh, let me see, my voice app is not up. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think that's fine. So previously we have created positioning, hooks and angles for our product. Now we're going to create funnels, but to be able to create a funnel architecture, which is typically what's the front end, what's the upgrades, and how we're going to structure the entire funnel, we need to basically be aware of how others are doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and share some screenshots of how other products in our market space do their funnels, and I want you to read and understand that, and then I want you to create your own funnels as well. I want you to basically create a framework for the funnels, which we can then utilize in the future. Okay, it's just punctuating it at the moment. I'm going to give it another second. It has gone a bit slow since we last updated it, but I got to go back and tweak that a little bit. Okay, there we go. That punctuation is in place. So now what do? Where do we get all this data from? We are going to go ahead and again look at the launches that did well. We can look at their JV pages. Typically that's where a funnel is listed, and we can try and understand it from there. So we have the list from yesterday, so I'm going to open that list again. And again, I think this is where having a list of all the products would have been really, really handy, because then it's all in one place. So let's go ahead and figure that out. going to just get rid of this stuff, remove that there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go find, again, I'll return to JVZoo, and this time what I'm looking for is again higher EPCs, but I'm looking for high EPCs through the funnel. I'm not looking for high EPCs just on the front end alone, but essentially I'm looking for high EPCs on the funnel. So let's go to find products. We'll do what we did before, essentially. Okay, and then, oops, not that. Didn't mean to click that. So let me see if I'm able to show 250 rows. Well, actually, that's okay. Release date is fine. Now let's find things that are doing, because remember these days, like there's a bundle as well, which kind of messes up the numbers. So we're gonna come up with a number for the entire funnel, and that's got to be above a certain amount. And then we're gonna pick a few funnels like it. So let's see how they are scoring at the moment. So rank bamboo was 781, which is, again, we did take it in as like one of the kind of core front-end products, but it looks like rank bamboo is not, actually we didn't take it, but looks like rank bamboo is not upon that list with high EPCs. And another thing would be, like, I would like to see the main product with at least 100 front-end sales, so we know it's good. Let's see. Like I saw one here which was, you know, $10.99, but it's just like there's not enough data here for me to really validate whether or not that is good enough or not. Cohortia is good, but Cohortia Elite is like 50 plus sales still. So I would argue it's not a good funnel. And if you look at the all-inclusive bundle, that's kind of also riding most of their EPCs. It's a bit of a misnomer as well. I mean, maybe it's good, but maybe it's not, is what I'm trying to say. So let's see. Let's settle for a number. So we'll look for 750 on the front, on the funnel to be the number to aim at. Like this is good. Rank bamboo, and you know, again, could be utilized. I think it could be. Even though again we didn't take the we did not take the front end there, but we could take the funnel. Let me just see if it's not there. Okay. Oh. Let me Google that. There we go. Okay, let's find some more. So 750 and at least 100 front-end sales is what I'm looking for. So let's look for some more. Flexera almost made it, but didn't quite. Omnimint makes it. Did we have front-end 100 sales? Yeah, we did. So Omnimint was a good funnel, clearly. Let's find Omnimint. Then let's find some more. At least I'm going to get 5 this time, and maybe even more if it can take all that information in. So let's see. Talk Prime AI looks like a good funnel. I think, again, yeah, Talk Prime AI is a good funnel. So I'll take that as well. Ava on the front end, they had 25 plus sales, so no, not a good funnel, or 50 plus sales here. So I'm going to say no to that. Micro Reach Mastery was a good launch actually. But let me just see, the front end was 100 plus. Yeah, I would say that was a good one. So we can take Micro Reach Mastery as well. And again, the more data you feed it, the better the outcome is. And I'm not going to give the links this time because the links may not work. Hey, what's up? Let me just see. Some more. I think Street Speak was good as well, so we'll take Street Speak. That's fine. And then let's do a couple more. Content Reels, always a good one. Again, trust Abhi to deliver good stuff. There we go. Then we're going to take Still keep going. Super clips, yep. Couple more, and again, I want to feed it as much data as possible. Remember, we can always come and retrain this in the future as well. Appointments kickstart, not enough sales to really justify the high EPC. UGC Studio, maybe? No, but it's too low EPC. So that doesn't work. Give me 1 second. Okay. I think I know. Give me just 1 second and I'm going to have to delete some stuff from my computer because it is getting a bit full. Just 1 second. You'd think in this day and age we wouldn't run out of space, but we do. Okay, it is deleting stuff. So while it's doing that, let's continue. Going to go and find these ones. VSL Studio, yeah, VSL Studio was a good one as well. But is that the right link? Nope. There we go. And maybe 1 or 2 more. I'm just getting greedy now for data. Remember, the more we feed it, the better it gets. Webera, not quite. Viral Genius, not quite. Shop Relay, not quite from Abhi. Usually is pretty good, but that one maybe missed the mark somehow. And again, look, there's a lot of things at play. There's no saying what would and wouldn't work. And of course, Claude may have its own idea about what kind of funnel would be good. But we just want to see by what's working well already in the marketplace. All right. There we go. 20 new, old, not enough sales. Okay, I think we're at the end now. All right, let's go with this. I think that's enough. So here's what I'm going to do. I've asked basically Claude to create a framework. So we created this. Now we're going to create funnel architecture. Here are some examples of good funnels that made good money. Okay, now let's see. This one, JV Doc. Now this, I'm going to jump to JV Doc because a lot of people tend to have a JV Doc these days, which sometimes is useful, but sometimes it's not. Like they have these things now, which is just kind of useless, but they have names at least, like what it contains. Let's see if its visuals are any better. Because some people have good visuals as well to explain like what something includes. Let me see. Okay, there we go. This is what I want, the juicy part. Right, so I'm going to copy this. Not literally, but I'm going to take a screenshot of this. That's one. And then Omnimint, of course, I know this one because this is mine. But okay, I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of a few different places here. Or maybe JVDoc is clearer. I mean, not clear, but more succinct, so I can just copy and paste it. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just copy and paste this stuff. The prices are wrong though. Be good to have the right prices. Because we did change them. 1 second. There we go. Okay, let's do this. So there's 2 now that we've added. And then I'm going to remove the sales page stuff because again, last thing I want is for it to go and try and figure out sales pages. Again, this is just data cleaning, which, you know, is a one-time thing, hopefully. And we can reuse over and over again. Okay, that is done. So that's 2. Let's do number 3, talk prime. Okay, there we go. Now I wish they didn't have this. Let me zoom out a bit. And I'll get the product name as well, talk prime. Then this is micro reach. Okay. Micro reach. Okay, I'll do one more, then I will let it sort of reverse engineer for now. And I think I'm finding like just me zooming out is better. Oof. This is messy. Again, I'm sure there are better ways of doing this, but I like to do things the hard way. Okay. In your output, please share every funnel level, the price points, and if possible, the features. Remember, this is supposed to be a framework development. We're not actually developing funnel architecture just as yet, but we are creating a markdown file that could be used in the future. Now we wait for it to type. Okay, Christian's missing today. I'm kind of worried about him. Is he okay? Is he safe? And my goal with this is when we feed in the product description, it's going to extract all the value and say, okay, this is what you should do based on typically what's been done. And again, we may have to train this a couple of times to get it right with the data. I know it's slow, but we'll get there. I have to fix this transcription tool. There we go. So now it's going to take this in and hopefully give us a markup file that we could use. And it's going to even recommend like commission structure, so that's, you know, useful. Now it's understanding all the data that we fed in. And in the meantime, while it's doing that, I'm going to go add it some more screenshots as well, because hey, we could train it further. Okay, this is it. Okay, there we go, I think. I don't know why the front end is missing. That's weird. Give me 1 second. That is very, very strange. Because the front end is missing, and I think it would just be confused if it doesn't see a front end. So I'm going to skip this one for now, just because it looks a bit incomplete. The last thing I want to do is give it incomplete information to learn from. There we go, the funnel breakdown. And then this is the last one. Yeah. And honestly, this kind of stuff, the funnel creation part doesn't take too long, but it does take a bit of back and forth with the team. So I think we just have to keep that in mind that, you know, it's just going to speed things up a little bit for us. That's all. And I also want to feed in our wipe traffic funnel. So give me 1 second, only because it's ours. And I think, oh, And it's because that's an info product funnel that we often do. So I wanted to nail that down before it does anything else. So let's see if I'm able to. Okay, let's do our JV doc. I think my designers really like to, they're watching, they really like to like make this as a column, but just makes it harder for me to take screenshots, but it does make it easy to read. So I don't mind that at all. Okay, let me copy this one. Oh, I think I can take all of this and put that in there. But again, I'll take out the pages because the pages are useless. Again, it's still doing its thing. There you go. So can you see, like now it's building out the framework. Like it's really saying like Audio 4 complementary creation tool, Audio 5 typically agency reseller license, all access pass, basically everything, and those are the price points. OTO2, OTO front end, typically how this goes. So it's analyzing everything, and it's creating like psychology as well of it. And this is wonderful. Like this is exactly what we want, so that it's able to essentially create a plan for me, and then it'll execute the plan for me. We're going to test it in real time. Like we're going to copy and paste this along with the sort of information for virtual commissions, which is now AI broker system, right? Maybe with a different name, and it's going to build out the entire thing for us as well from there. So that is pretty good. Let's close this. Okay, there we go. It's done it. It's finished. Yeah, no need to write the whole thing, but fine. I mean, I'm kind of fussing about it, but to be fair, if my team did it, if I did it, it would take like ages. Okay, let's look at it while it's now doing a second version. Massive document. Okay, so typically like it's doing these examples over here. Example 4, example 5, example 6. It's collecting everything that it can. And now it is saying, okay, common patterns and insights, low entry strategy point. Classic 5 OTO structure is the most common one. And there's a progressive value ladder, like this is typically how it goes, and there's a bundle as well, basically, but these are like agency rights, premium features, blah, blah, blah. Commission structure patterns, 50% standard, 100% front end, rare but powerful, used to maximize affiliate promotion. Oh, what happened there? Is it read? Oh yeah, it's redoing everything in real time, isn't it? Okay. Okay, there we go. Lifetime versus one-time, lifetime commissions for recurring products, one-time for standalone purchases, price reduction pattern, feature removal for downsell, bundle, basically, structure, includes all OTOs, often adds exclusive bonuses as well, done for you, component patterns, high value perception, placement usually OTO2, OTO3, white label, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Unlimited positioning, it's explaining that as well. So framework templates are these. Now it's created that for us as well. Downsells reduce each audio by $10 to $20, remove commercial rights. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Oh yeah, so now it's saying as well, okay, if you're doing a course and hybrid funnel, if you're doing a software tool funnel, if you're doing agency focused SaaS funnel, if you're doing AI content tools, video creators, like you can charge like this. So it's making different suggestions based on what you're doing. 100% affiliate model works in these cases. So it's saying that when the profits from backend volume, which of course we know to be true, but this is really handy. So it's, I mean, look, this is so good that I could literally give this to someone new starting in my team and say, understand how funnels work, basically. So yeah. There we go. Okay, too many audios is bad, like don't do these things. Essentially Nugget is telling us conclusions. Okay, that's it. It's still ongoing, so that's fine. We're gonna let it finish doing its thing, and then we're going to download this. We're gonna test it against we're gonna test it against first micro content agency, just to see what it says, and then we're going to test it also for, like, prepare the future version of Oh, we didn't put the Omniman file. Oh, we did put the Omniman file. Did we? Oh, we did. Can't remember. But we're going to also test it against like micro content agency, which we're doing in February, but we're going to see what it would have recommended essentially. And we'll compare it to our own funnel right now as it stands. Then, you know, that might give us some ideas to change things as well. So that's really, really good. So let's go ahead and do this right now. We're going to go to projects and we're going to create a couple of new folders. So one is micro content agency, and then one is virtual AI broker system. Virtual commissions, right? Create project. And in both the cases, I'm going to go ahead and start giving it the frameworks that we have already. So let's go into this one. I'm going to upload from device, go to documents. Let me think. Launch OS. Yeah, there we go. Okay, done. It's going in there. Then I'm going to add it into micro content agency as well. And again, files are good because Claude can always refer back to the files as it's building out different things. There we go. It's still doing its thing, adding new strategic considerations. Okay, almost done. Almost done with this. That's good. Remember, this would sort out our funnel architecture. Front-end sales copies will take a bit of time. Upsells we can kind of do in one sweep, I think, I hope. But if not, we can do them one by one, no worries. And then we, of course, have JV assets, pre-launch webinar email systems as well. I don't mind. This is one-time work, but it's just going to speed things up really well for me and my team. So this is done. And now I'm also going to AI broker method or system. Let me download this. That's the positioning. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this in here. Okay, then for micro content agency, I think we had the positioning already ready. Like we had decided that beforehand because that was what we wanted to do. So let me download this. Okay, done. Let's go ahead and add this into here. Okay, done as well. So again, in both the cases, I'm going to feed it the framework and then I'm going to say, okay, create for me a funnel, right? Let's download this. Oh, actually, sorry, meant to download as a PDF. Download as PDF, save. Then move it into documents in the right place. And then I'm going to add it here. Done. Now let's go ahead and add it into here as well. Okay, add, upload from device. Okay, so let's try this. Because my tech voice to audio is a bit slow, based on the documents you already have, suggest a practical funnel for micro content agency. See what it does. Same. Suggest a practical funnel for AI broker system or method. Let's go back to micro content agency, see what it does. Front end should be this. It's saying micro content agency starter, go from website URL to 90 days of scheduled video content in the 10 minutes. We have it a bit differently. Like what we have here, I can tell you for the front end, is we are doing for 37, 3 clients, but 30 videos per client. So that's like a differentiation right now. But positioning hook doesn't change basically. But yeah, some of these things are different. Then it's saying go unlimited basically. Oh, so this is a bit weird, right? Because now it's saying 30 day, not 90 day, even though this is the positioning hook. So it's fine because that's what we had established. And I think we changed it, but maybe it's not there. Yeah, I think my copywriter would notice that it is not there. So we're going to change it. But yeah, that's like more our mistake, human error. Again, want to eliminate human error. So then upgrade to unlimited, which is 97. We priced it at 67. We have fast pass too, which usually this doesn't take into consideration, but that doesn't take a lot to consider it. But this then says, okay, premium AI voice cloning capability, blah, blah, blah. So all that is in place as well. Done for you agency launch package. So launch your content agency 10 bins, complete business box, everything you need. So these are like done for you proposal, sales materials, operations. We usually make it cheaper, but then also we don't add the niche specific content templates, which is a really good idea. Like really, really good idea. I hadn't thought of it. But what we have is like white label agency rights, which essentially means that you're able to brand it as your own. Done for you, viral content. I think I made a mistake. Yeah, my fault. Let me explain what mistake I made. I didn't, or did I add? Yeah, I didn't add the product file, did I? I'm an idiot. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to find this one. Because I think now it is assuming a lot of features that we don't actually have, which is a problem. I don't want it to assume, like I wanted to look at our actual feature set that we have and based on that basically propose a funnel. So my mistake, because I didn't actually explain the parameters there, what's included. So let's see, 5 client profiles, 100 videos per month total. Okay, it's doing a bit more now, but that's okay. MC Unlimited, which is what we had planned. 67 done for you agency blueprint. Now it's going lower in pricing, right? Now it's going lower, which is typically what we price at. And then advanced automation suite, we actually hadn't thought of this, but I can take it to the team and discuss this. In the 297 agency license, yeah, this is something we kind of have, and we're pricing at 297 as well. Right here you can see. So it is useful. I mean, this is definitely useful. Saves my team a lot of time to say, okay, what should we do, Neil, in this case? So front end, then it's again explaining like how to position everything, which is good. And the revenue projections, fine. Like this is low, of course, but this is okay. But it's only 100 front end sales. But these are the conversion numbers that it's suggesting. Alternative at a bundle option 347. But again, I'd probably make it like including front end as well. So that's fine. 1 hour agency strategy call and so on. And then it's giving me positioning hooks for every level, which is really, really handy as well. Critical success factors, it's just some more ideas. I mean, it's going overboard, I think, but that's okay. Like for now, that's okay. We can eliminate what we don't need. But let's see what it said about virtual commissions. And remember, with virtual commissions, we don't actually, or AI broker system, we haven't actually given any feature set yet, except maybe there was something to do with like 3-day intensive. Okay, so 3-day intensive, $27, enables 100% commissions, you profit on the back end, matches wipe traffic, successful launch, a live challenge model. So now again, it was able to model because there was a similar funnel. Then you've got, let me see, you've got day 1 is this, day 2, day 3, 24-hour replay access. Yep, exactly like wipe traffic. Done for you deal vault, so you get these things plus done for you components. It's a bit, we don't have that, but let's see. We don't have these either, but it's worth thinking if we can create these. And these days, I mean, I'm creating a lot of micro apps as well, so that may work. Then audio 2, AI broker business in a box, complete brokerage agency without agency overhead. So we've done this stuff before again, so not a problem. We may remove some of these things at our own because we don't want to give them more training than what they're already getting, but they get like lifetime access to some of this stuff. So it's pretty good. Optional is saying do a bundle as well, which we may not in this case, because I've noticed like with info products, bundles are not useful, but it's saying OT1 downsells, which we may not do like that. We may just do it like a split pay downsell. So why this funnel works, proven pattern match. So this is really good because it gets me like 80% the way there. Expected revenue, blah, blah, blah. Alternative to no live challenge version. If you don't want to do live training, use the structure, but I do want to do that, so it's okay. Yeah, so this is pretty good. And I think now it's saying, let me produce complete sales copy for you. We don't want that just yet. You know, we'll circle back to that once we've actually done the front end sales copy, and then we have taught it how the various different sales copies are structured. And again, for that, we're going to have to, for the different levels, we're going to have to go back into JVZoo, feed it more data. But for now, I think this is good, and we can run with it. And I can pass it to my team. So let me just copy and paste this into here. And you know, I'm going to have my team review it, of course, and see what they think about this as well. Funnel, I'm gonna paste this. I'm gonna take this stuff out because obviously we don't need this. We don't need this stuff in here at all. Expected revenue. And again, we may have to go back and like tweak some things here because yeah, I think we have time to create some things we can give away to people, but we don't want to like overdo this either, just because of how this launch is placed. So yeah, there you go. We just basically taught today Claude how to create funnels for us, and it's created a funnel for us, which clearly works. Could use a few tweaks, but it works. And again, we can always go back and tell it like, look, this is not okay, and here's why. Could you change your skill set? Could you change basically the framework that you have, so that way we can take that framework and like update it again based on what works, what doesn't work. So next time there's a really good launch, I'm going to take that into account, and I'm going to, if the launch goes well, I'm going to feed that back into this framework, say improve yourself, and we'll continue doing it. Of course, right now I'm relying on PDFs, but hopefully I get technical enough to learn how not to do PDFs, and it's automatically able to update its skill set every time that happens. So that's it, 42-minute session. We got a lot done. We basically were able to build out an entire set of funnel architecture in about 40 minutes, copy pasting a lot of things. The thing that took most of the time today was that annoying voice to text, but I'll fix that up and hopefully it'll be better in a few days. That's it. Have a good rest of the day. We'll talk soon. Tomorrow, we continue working on our front end sales copies. So see you there.